Welcome to my back deck. Thanks for joining me tonight. This is Darlene with Featherweight Doctor, and I am sitting outside sipping away on a Zinfandel. It is Friday afternoon, TGIF. Welcome to my Sip and Sew. I'm so thankful that you guys are all here. So, tonight we are working on some masks. As you guys know, I just finished my big Tula Pink quilt earlier this week. I think I posted a picture about it yesterday or the day before. And so I don't really have another quilt project ready to go. So we are going to just work on masks. I have to tell you a little funny story this week about that. Hold on one sec, guys. Can't walk and chew gum at the same time, I guess. So it is a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. Almost 80 in Seattle is pretty darn hot. So we are outside, and I've got my roof covering me so I don't die of heat. All right, my feeds are just coming up. How we do this is I'm going to just say hi to some friends, and then we're going to sew, and we're going to hang out and have some fun and sip some wine. So let's just start this off the right way. Cheers to another week. Thanks for joining me. You guys bless me and make my heart happy. So thank you so much that I'm not sitting here on my back deck by myself. If you are watching, go ahead and say hi and tell me where you're from. Okay. Let's see here. So let me say hi to Linda Wood. Hi, sweetheart. And Nancy again. Hi. Franny, your machine left yesterday, so it's on its way to Kansas. Yay! Lisa in Arizona. Hi. How are you doing tonight? Debbie in Kentucky. Oh, the nose is itching. Mel and Joe are waiting for yet more rain. Happy to be with the tribe tonight. Mel, are you guys going to join me tomorrow for the class? I sent you the Zoom link today for the maintenance class. I have a spot for you and Joe. Ellie Campbell's watching. Hello from rainy Texas. Nice. Yes, I just planted my tomato plant. Remember last year it was like hanging over the railing. So big. Tomatoes love the Pacific Northwest, and I guess my deck. So Jen's on again. Hello. Madeline, hi from San Diego. Thanks for joining us. Cheers. She says, well, I can't sip till I get home. No, Jen, if you're in the car, you cannot sip. But thanks for watching. Hi, Reva. Looking forward to tomorrow's class. Oh, it's Susan. Hi, Susan. Susan Bird, right? You just moved last time, and so we were able to get you into the class. Yay. All right. Yes, you are joining. Oh, ladies, if you are joining me tomorrow for the spa day, Mel and Joe are joining us. A good time is going to be had by all. Franny. Hi, Judy P. Snow today in Massachusetts. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Let's see. We have, Bonnie Belton's on. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, good. Susan. Yes, that is Susan Bird. Okay. And then Becky's on. Hello. Myra, you got me live. Hi. Welcome. Are you at home? Sitting on your back deck sipping wine? It is happy hour here in Seattle. And Lawrence is on from Ohio. I see Kathy Klein over on YouTube from Illinois. And Deb Z is on. Hello. Jude is on. Hi. Jude, it's way past your bedtime, girl. You're in the UK. Way past your bedtime. Okay, do you guys want to see the masks I'm making tonight? So let me just tell you what started the whole mask conversation. So I went into a fabric store locally. Ben Franklin is right down the street from me, and my buddy works there. Her name is Beth. She orders all the fabric. She knows I am a Tula Pink nut, and so every time, oh my gosh, speaking of Tula Pink, did you guys see Daydreamer? Uh-oh. Hi, Bobs. Doug's still in his cone.
Betty.
Lay down, sweetie.
Lay down.
Lay down.
Down.
Lay down. He's going to the doctor on Monday. His foot isn't getting any better.
Down.
So we're going to take him to the doctor. Hi, Missy. I'm good. I'm really good. So I went into the fabric store earlier this week and I was talking to my buddy Beth, who is at Bank Franklin in Redmond. And she was telling me that some people's masks, when they go in there, are pretty disturbing. And I'm like, what do you mean disturbing? And she goes, well, it looks like they never wash them. And it's kind of like your underwear, right? Like you should probably change your mask every day like you would change your, we'll just say, undergarments. So I was like, you know what, that's a really good point, because I do have several masks. Hi, Jennifer Warren from California. Thanks for joining us. So I have several masks and I do wash them, but I keep them in rotation and wear them several times. And I thought, you know what, that's a really good point. I should, oh, yes, Mel, I found Daydreamer. I haven't seen a Ben Franklin since I was a kid. It's a fun store. They have all kinds of crafty stuff, and it's a little too dangerously close, if you know what I mean, Miss Lisa. So anyway, I thought I need to make some more masks, because I should definitely be kind of changing them if I wear them on a day-to-day. Full cotton tie. So that is what we are working on this afternoon. So Mel's asking me about Daydreamer. Tula just dropped her new line. It is not going to be in the stores until, I think it said September. They're only taking orders starting in June. And then it'll be in stores and by September. It's called Daydreamer. You guys, there is flamingos in the fabric. There's shrimp in the fabric. She does this, it's like there's two fabrics in it that are an ombre, so they start out salvage to salvage, going lighter to darker. She needs to stop. I feel like every time Tula Pink drops a line, I just open up my wallet and say, take all of my money. I'm like helpless. I can't even stop myself. Myra's working on a UFO from 2010. 2010? Girl, it's about time. Madeline is a retired physician. She says, your mouth is the dirtiest part of your body. Change your mask daily. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to do it. I know. I like those adjustable earbands too, Cindy. Christy's on. Hi, from the UK again. Girl, it is late again. Past your bedtime. Odie's on. You guys, Odie and I were technically at an auction together yesterday. Odie, I'm going to tell him the story. So Odie found a school bell at an auction in Oregon, I think. She was all excited about it. She went and previewed it ahead of time. It was from Chile or Argentina. Anyway, so we went, I told her what she should pay, and she went and previewed it. We talked about what needs to, be done. Hi, Julia from Texas. Thanks for joining us. And so she was all prepared. So she goes to the auction yesterday. She's all nervous. So cute. I get nervous at those things too. And I made sure she knew that she had a buddy. So I kept texting her. You guys, the thing went for like, what was it, Odie? Like $1,500. This machine was a disaster. Disaster. And it went for crazy money. So I told her no more than $1,000 for a machine that needed that much work, and her husband gave her a little bit more leeway, but it went way beyond that. Hi, Bernadette. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. All right. All right. I'm going to get sewing here because I have several masks I need to make. So someone's going to ask, so let me just show you. I am using the Creative Grid masked template. This is the one I like. So I found, initially I was making them in the medium size. There's 3 different sizes on here, which is why I like it so much. I was making them in medium, but then when I started washing them, they shrunk up too much. I don't know. So now I make them in the large size. I guess it goes like this. Because by the time they shrink in the wash, they turn out to be exactly the right size. Oh, here's Odie. I have a new one to bid. Oh, a new one to bid. Uh-oh. Your husband didn't understand why you didn't get it? You wanted to be allowed back in the house. Hi, Kathleen. I love that. I know. I'm all excited about this because when I'm teaching classes or if I'm somewhere where, yes, Jen, you can totally get onto one of my Zoom classes. What are you looking for, a spa day or for the beginning machine quilting class? They're paid classes, Jen. So you have to order them off of the website. I know AccuCut does have a die cut mask thing, and I have thought about getting it because I do have the big AccuCut thing for making my oil drip pans, but I haven't done that yet. Ooh, I got my new color on. Do you guys like it? Isabel, my friend, is watching. Gotta have the green. Lauren says, came across a new term to me in a quilting book. So what is a top stitch needle? Lawrence, I do not know what a top stitch needle is. Hive mind, what is a top stitch needle? The only ones I know about are quilting needles, Lawrence, and that is not a top stitch needle. I know that. Hi, Linda from Tennessee. Thanks for joining us. He said it would have been okay. I'm like, who the heck are you? Thank you, Linda. Green is my favorite. All right, let's get this going. So I gotta switch this around. I just bought a bunch of muslin because I'm making kits for my beginning machine quilting classes for people that don't want to use their own, excuse me, buddy, their own fabric. Okay. And
I have a definition.
you have the definition of a top stitch needle? Go.
It's a thin layer of titanium nitride makes the top stitch needle last up to 6 times longer than a standard needle, thanks to the ability to resist abrasion.
Okay, so Lawrence, Reagan looked it up. A top stitch needle, it has a titanium coating on it, which makes it last longer and stand up to tougher fabrics, right? Yeah,
I think that's
there you go. All right, I have to loosen my presser foot tension. Judy P says size 14 needle, larger eye for heavier weighted thread, top stitch, larger eye, yes. Thicker threads for, yes, good job, you guys. Yay. Oh, Reagan. Reagan tagged the definition. That's funny. Top stitch needle, a little heavier than average. I surmise that is a heavier duty needle. Look at you guys. Fast little guy, Ray. Uh-oh, I know I have scissors out here somewhere. There we go. All right, so the next quilt on the docket is Nebula. As soon as I can get my stuff together, I need to get it cut and stuff. Trying to run this show with you all, my featherweight friends, is not conducive to me having to focus and concentrate on tough instructions. So that's how accidents happen. Lauren says it's from a book called Creating Landscape Quilts. There's another landscape artist, Lawrence, that I really like. She created a book called, well, I want to say her name's Joyce Meyer, Meyer. She is from the Pacific Northwest here, and she used to teach people how to do, how to recreate pictures, like photographs, on quilting fabric, and she would use things like dryer lint and tulle to create foreground and background. It was pretty cool stuff. I took her class. I really enjoyed taking her class, actually. I don't know if she's still teaching, though, because this was quite a while ago, and she wasn't a young lady then, so I don't she probably still isn't teaching, but she was great. So behind me is a tomato plant. This one's a tomato plant. Let's see. I got my starts from Home Depot this week. So I've got, let's see. My rosemary and my thyme survived the winter. So I've got, nope. Let's do this right, Darlene. Other way. What am I doing? Having a little bit of a memory problem there. Sorry about that. So I've got a new Citronella plant. So just so you guys know, at least around here, Citronella plants are kind of amazing. They are big plants with fluffy leaves, and they literally make citronella candles from them. But if you have them on your back deck like this and you don't want to get eaten alive by mosquitoes, if you have a couple of citronella plants and you fluff the leaves when you come out, the bugs stay away. It's pretty, and it smells really good too. So last year we had 2 citronella plants. I only have started with 1 this year, but there's more coming because I really liked having the citronella plants on the deck last year. I've got a lettuce start, 2 different pepper starts, obviously a cilantro, and a basil. And then back here is parsley and mint. I'm going to be getting rid of the parsley plant because I want more space for more basil. But it's my little garden is started, and then the red plant behind me is my tomato plant. All right, Nebula, yay! It's easy if you take your time. Month 4 is on my, oh good, you're doing it too. Nice. Miss Odie, I know, I just need to focus. That kind of stuff, I don't like to do while I'm multitasking because I just make mistakes and then I have to use the seam ripper and then you guys have to take a sip and it's just not good. Yes, I did. I bought this plant big. I didn't grow it from a start or anything. I cheat when it comes to tomato plants because I like, last year our tomato plant was a big producer and I want to make sure that that I get a good start this year too. Mint for mojitos, exactly. Or I like mint in my lemonade too. So doesn't necessarily have to be spiked, but it can be. Julia says Texas mosquitoes eat citronella plants for breakfast. Oh, that's not good. So last night the doctor was on call. Regular listener Cindy Hinkle out there in Michigan, but she's actually visiting her daughter, so she's not in Michigan right now. I think she's in Connecticut, I think is what she told me. She ran over a pin while she was sewing yesterday. Cindy's one-handed because she had surgery on her hand, and so then her machine was malfunctioning afterwards, so I had a house call, if you will, on the phone. Okay. Notice how I started out pinning and now I'm just not. But Judy P, I remembered. I got my scraps in, see? They're in there. Jen says, spraying peppermint around keeps the bugs away with a 4-ounce bottle of water. Yes, I've used that. It also works on spiders. Susan Woods Long. This is the Creative Grids template. I absolutely love it. It's how I make all of my masks, actually. No problem, Cindy. I'm glad I was able to help. You were chatting with me while I was walking around Home Depot. Exciting stuff. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So tomorrow is going to be a little bit bigger class than normal because I had 2 people reschedule from a earlier class, so we are going to have fun, and one of them is Mel and Joe, so we can't help but have fun on that. I was cutting, so today I was cutting out beginning machine quilting kits, which is an optional purchase on my beginning machine quilting classes. So I was cutting muslin and 12.5-inch squares, which was fun. If you guys have a thread cutter on order, I sold out of them pretty quickly after that Monday Ask the Doctor. And I have more on the way. They'll be here, I think, over the weekend or beginning of next week. So if you have an order in with a thread cutter, that's why you haven't got your order yet, as I'm waiting for the thread cutter. Oh, nice. Oh. I do not use... Oh, Mel's masks. Yes, your masks are very different. I like the folded ones. I still have the one you sent me, and I do use it. But I like the form-fitted ones also, which is what this creative... It's okay, buddy. It's okay. That's what this one is. It's a form-fitted one. Hi, Deanne. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm just making masks here on my back deck in the beautiful sunshine. Let's see here. I'm just making sure this is right. What works for rattlesnakes? Not going outside, Bridget. That's what works for rattlesnakes. I do not use the copper wire. I know I should, but it's just one more step. I do have them. I picked some up thinking I was going to use them, and then I just haven't. Deanne's working on her hand-sewn hexie quilt. Nice. Jen. A shotgun also works, too. You guys. A bull snake. Okay, we cannot talk about snakes. Hi, Blue Diva, or Deva. Thanks for joining us in the UK. Good Lord. You UK ladies are party animals. I've got Jude on here, and now Blue Diva, and then over on YouTube is Kirsty. Go to bed. It's too late. Hi, Patty Smith from Missouri. Thanks for joining us. All right. Let me just put my little... I'm pretty excited about these little scraps. Look how cute they are. Oh, Leslie, you are so lucky. Masks are not optional here in Seattle. In fact, I don't think they're going to be for a long time. There's a lot of very cautious people, and there's nothing wrong with being cautious. So if I have to wear a mask, need to at least make a fashion statement. I mean, goodness. Okay. Ooh. Hi, Suzanne from Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us. And Annette's here from Kansas. Hello. Oh. Blue Diva says I've done for the last year is I know, make masks. Use 2 layers of the N95 polypropylene filtered fabric inside. Unfortunately, still shielding my poor singers. Have been working. I know, but they love devouring all these layers of fabric. So I don't feel bad using them at all, because Lord knows my modern machine would probably choke on them. It's just gone past midnight there. I know, it's late. That's past my bedtime. It is gorgeous here, Deanne. It is almost 80 in Seattle. I had to come outside because I just couldn't let the day get away from me. I tried to do my show with Dave Froman on Wednesday outside, and last minute my next door neighbor started mowing his grass, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be too much background noise. So we moved inside to my upstairs living room, and it worked fine. Because it's crazy how well the cameras and the microphones pick up every single bit of noise. Ooh.
Your iPad is dying.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. Will you go down and grab the power cord off my table and then disconnect?
Nope, there's a, there's a...
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't die. Hurry, Ray. How did that happen? My main camera is dying. Ray's going to get a power cord. Hopefully she's fast. If you lose me, I'll jump back on. Don't worry. On another camera. Peach wine. Suzanne, that sounds amazing. Peach wine. I wish I hadn't gotten so lax here in South Dakota or North Dakota. Looks like our numbers are up again. Yes, if you should wear them if you feel like it's, you're more protected that way. Even if there isn't a mask mandate, doesn't mean you still can't protect yourself. Michigan has new restrictions. You have a tomato. Yes, it's a tomato plant right behind me, Debbie. Lockdown in Ontario has been extended another 2 weeks until mid-May. Yes, we were they actually let up some, or didn't move back our restrictions here in the Seattle area. Recently, they did in some of the counties, but not in King County where Seattle is located. So that's good because I've got some in-person classes that would have been canceled had they done that. So far, anyway. All right. Mask number 1 done. Linda Wood says in our small town, COVID is very low. Nearly no one's wearing a mask. It's so different all over the country. Okay, what do you guys think of my nigiri? Oh, that's really big. I love the adjustable straps. Ray's right here. I'm talking to her. Oh, look how cute it is. All right, one for me, one for Ray. Which one do you want me to do, Ray?
I like this one.
Oh, I didn't cut that size for you yet. I have more. But I have...
And the strawberry one of my size.
That's for me, too. These are the only ones I have to cut for you. But I've got...
But I'm going to pick out that fabric.
Reagan went with me to the fabric store, so she's got... Val! Hi, Val! You have the best weather to enjoy outdoor sewing. Yes. I know, I'm pretty spoiled this week. It's been nice. Okay, what do you guys think? Pink with blue straps, pineapple with white straps. Which one's next? These are cut to Ray's very tiny face. Maybe I will mask for the rattlesnakes. Is Rimrock really remote? Bridget, there in Arizona where you live? When we lived in basically Phoenix. It was East Valley and then up in Scottsdale for a while. There wasn't a lot of rattlesnakes. But whenever we went out like hiking or whatever, we would totally have to be careful. All right, Becky says pineapple. We're doing pineapple. All right. Reagan and I like having fashionable face mask wear. Are you changing the camera angle?
Mm-hmm.
You are Rule. Okay.
Now you're both on the screen.
Okay. Oh, that breeze is so lovely. Ooh. Ray's machine has quite the power surge on it.
Everybody likes the pineapple.
All right, pineapple. Nope.
Linda says, do you use elastic?
So, Linda, I am top stitching around Bonnie Pelton Look, I ordered these off Amazon today or yesterday. Look at all these different colors of adjustable ties. These are much, when I am teaching long classes, like when I am able to go in and do an actual workshop, my ears hurt so bad by the time I am out of the mask. So I like these adjustable straps, and I ordered them in fun colors. So I would, you know, obviously we just need to be coordinated, right? Oh, thanks, Sarah. This shirt was a hand-me-down from a friend's mom-in-law, and I loved it. Thanks, Sue Holt. You're not watching, but thank you. Color coordinating our face mask to our outfit is a must. Exactly. You are totally right. I always tell people, just because we're in a pandemic doesn't mean we're savages. Like, we need to be all coordinated. Well, I guess technically we're coming out of a pandemic, but you know. Ooh, no pin running over, right, Cindy? So we're having some friends over for dinner tonight. We are doing chicken on the grill, corn on the cob. What else? Oh, bless you. Chicken, corn on the cob. What else are we doing? I feel like I'm missing something. Linda, they were cheap on Amazon. Look up cotton adjustable mask straps, and there are everywhere. Jen says, crazy weather here too. It was in the 80s for days, then in the 60s with a breeze, and it's cold. Yep, this is in the field. I know, that's what happens around here. It just, the weather will change on a dime. So you have to get out and do what you can do when the weather is nice. Ooh. So I had to have two horrible conversations with some featherweight owners this week, you guys. The repair shop has been really busy, which is not a complaint. But two machines this week came in for service, and both of them needed to have their motors replaced. And I don't recommend that lightly. So I did happen to have two refurbished antique motors, and so they're on their way now from Arizona. Felt terrible though. The one of them, so the first one didn't have, so you know you have grease ports on your motors. One of them didn't have a port cover, and so ickiness got down into the motor, and it was killing it slowly. Oh, yeah, that's it. So that's a bummer. I had to call that poor lady, and it was a sentimental machine to her. So that was a hard conversation. It was the lady who taught her how to sew. It was her machine, and she's passed on, and then the motor was, I could literally pull the wick all the way out of the motor. So that's not good. Oh, Ray, Linda, I think it was Linda in Tennessee, Ray tagged the adjustable elastic ear pieces on the chat here if you wanted to check them out. All right, let's see here. Julia in Texas said, we found the long loop through the ear channels allow us to wear masks around our necks, and they adjust, with bead or cord string. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. when Ray and I were flying back home, I don't remember what airline we were on.
Southwest we took home.
No, we didn't fly Southwest. Was it American?
It was American on the way home.
They wouldn't let you wear certain styles of masks. You had to change your mask out if you had the bandana style or the gator style. They wanted you to have
Or just a shield, I assume.
yeah, fitted to your face. So everybody says thanks, Ray.
Most places, if you are just wearing a shield, they won't let you in.
Yeah, I've
Just
seen
wear a
people
mask
not
and a
wearing
shield.
the shields. Yeah, the shields also are regulated. Oopsie. A little more challenging with without my iron. Did everybody have a chance to see the Wednesday show with Dave Froman? He was so much fun. What a little inventor he is. I don't think he started out thinking he was an inventor, but I think he knows he is now. I love the fact that he was able to pretty simply create a treadle conversion kit for the featherweight. We're gonna be stocking those. The rest of my parts arrived yesterday, and I still need to cut my plywood. So Mal says I'm just gonna sit tonight and watch someone else make masks. I've made about 1,000. Yes, I have made my fair share also, but still more are needed apparently. So all right, Ray. Pineapples. Look at the pineapples. It's always a mistake to take Reagan to the fabric store, because whatever I go there for is it's not usually the only thing that I'll end up buying. Girl knows what she likes. Have to say I kind of raised her like that, so. Bonnie, now I'm top stitching. You can see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. She does. Franny says she finds good stuff. Like school bells and best to let her just go shop, right? Oh, yes, the extra purchase is why God invented daughters. For sure. You know, she still, Ray, that is, has a hoarding problem. Worse than mine with Tula Pink. Because I will actually cut into Tula Pink fabric.
That's not true. She has a whole bin of uncut fabric.
That's not true, but everything's tagged to be something else.
Uh-huh.
Jen, yes, I thought the show was really good too. I had fun with Mr. Froman. So, it's, you know, Ray has a significant hoarding problem. They just re-released, which one was the line? Garden Party. They re-released Garden Party. And so I was at one of my other favorite stores, fabric stores in Woodinville, which is wine country here in the Pacific Northwest. And they had just got a bunch more of it in, and so I had to I bought her a big fat quarter bundle of Garden Party, which is Rifle Paper Company. So I might have a problem with Tula, but Ray definitely has a problem with Rifle Paper Company. And the only reason I bought it was because she said she would let me cut into it. And of course, she immediately grabbed it. The next thing I know, she's going to have her own little tote stash.
Mine would even fill up half a tote. You have a whole tote.
Okay, here's Ray's pineapple mask. Look how cute. Are you going to come model it for everybody?
No.
You have to come model it for everybody. Oh, she says, come on, girls. Don't we want to see Ray with our mask on?
No, get on your bed.
Rogie. Poor buddy.
Down.
His cone. And now I have his foot all taped up. He's a mess.
Down.
Okay. I think I'm going to do the sushi nigiri one next.
Why didn't you cut any sushi for me or strawberries?
I'm going to. I have more. I was really just looking out for myself this week. She's like, I know. Okay, where's my muslin? Becky says cute. Yes, his toe is not doing any better. So Rogue, on his right baby toe, he cut his nail. He broke it going lengthwise, not this way. So the quick is hanging out of the side, and he won't leave it alone. So we've had the cone on him all week, but it doesn't appear to be getting any better. And now the nail is just hanging on, and it looks really painful. So I'm going to take him in. He needs to I just got an email from his doggy doctor that he needed to have 2 vaccinations done anyway by the end of the month. So we're just going to do it all at the same time. And poor buddy, feel bad for him. He's really not, well, he actually is a little bit of a complainer. Yeah, it's not pretty, Bernadette. Oh, don't forget my ties. He's kind of, well, I told you guys earlier this week, he's kind of a baby. Like, I know a hurt toe is painful for a dog, but he like literally acts like he's on his last leg over a hurt toenail. Like someone said earlier this week, he's a guy. Exactly. So he's been kind of sulking all day today because I have him in the cone of shame. And please tell me what the advantage of having the treadle on the Facebook. Please tell me what so the advantage of converting your treadle with your featherweight. What?
Dad's on a walk.
Okay.
I'm gonna go meet up with him.
No, I need you to be here.
I have your iPad thing and
Oh.
it's set up. All you have to do is
Okay.
press to end it.
Okay. So Debbie, the advantage of the featherweight on the treadle was that versus just a regular treadle. So I have a treadle machine, like a 1918 in a cabinet, and I am not as familiar with it because it has the shuttle bobbins and the shuttle bobbin casing. It sews fine, but I just don't really know how to work it that well. And so the idea of putting a machine like my featherweight on the treadle base was kind of interesting to me because I know this machine inside and out. And the reason why you might want a treadle is if you're in a no power situation, you might want a treadle instead of using a hand crank. So your only other option would be a hand crank, but a hand crank would mean that one hand's on the crank and another hand is on your project. And in this scenario, using your feet to power the machine, you would have both of your hands being able to operate on the machine at the same time. So that's the advantage if you're ever in a no power situation versus a hand crank. My dog has the same type of split. Yeah, it's a problem. Wednesday show. Okay. Many years ago when my kids were babies, the landlord gave me a treadle with all of his accessories. That is very cool. And I seem to just get a lot of questions these days via the interwebs regarding sewing in no power situations. Probably, people thinking of setting up off-grid cabins or, where you're going to be on a solar backup and maybe you don't have a lot of sunlight. You're in the winter time. So I do get a lot of questions about low or no power scenarios for quilting and sewing. And so this featherweight on the treadle base kind of ticks a couple of different marks for me. As a quilter and a business owner, actually. I do know that there is a market for it though, because that other hand crank contraption that's been on the market for a while has been sold out for a long time. So I do know that there is a market for it. In the no power situations, that's why God invented. God did invent generators. That is true. Factoid according to Joe. It's funny. In my great grandmother's treadle. Oh, I have my great grandmother's treadle. Lucky girl. That's awesome. My treadle I found at a garage sale, actually, right down the street from where I live now. Before I even moved to Arizona, and it was cheap. It was before the preppers kind of caught on to the having the treadle ideology, and so I only paid like $75 for my treadle, and the cabinet is really nice, which is another reason why I really liked Mr. Froman's design, because it doesn't require damaging or drilling into my existing table and damaging it or ruining it. Because we wouldn't want to do that. Hi, Anna Lewis. Thanks for joining us. Better late than never. Kathleen, I have not put the wires in. It's just an extra step. I know I should, and it probably would help with my using them with my glasses, but I have not. Suzanne says, I have power, but it is so good on leather. Better than most machines. On leather. I didn't even think about leather. That would be good. Deanne has 2 treadles in her garage. I'm going to Mardi Gras in May. Nice. Going to make embellished coat. No time for full-on costume. Are you going to have an embellished face mask smell? We want to see it. You have to send us a picture. I love treadles, but use the featherweight motor. Absolutely. If you have power and a featherweight, why not? Woo, $25 in 1971, Linda. She got her treadle. That's a pretty good price. I'm sure there will be an inventor that will come up with a solar-powered motor. There already is, Blue Diva, here in the States. It's made by Yeti. It's a 200i lithium battery, and it stores 4 hours of sewing power and can be set up with solar panels. So I have the battery, but not the solar panels yet. And my family and I have a second place over in Idaho, right around Lake Coeur d'Alene. And when we go over there, I take my backup battery with me and can sew on it for 4 hours and then charge it. So it works like a charm. You guys, look at this sushi nigiri. Look at the little sushis. Does anybody else like sushi out there or just me? I love sushi. I found it as a teenager, and someone told me that either you are a sushi person, like you try it for the first time and you immediately like it, or you don't. You are not going to grow to appreciate it. Cool mask. Yes, I'm sure you're going to have a cool mask for your gala. Uh-oh, we're running low on wine. Oh, it's because it's 52. Thanks, Mom. Susan, you like sushi too? Good. I thought for sure that some of you ladies and gentlemen there in the Midwest who didn't grow up on one of the coasts eating really good sashimi grade sushi would probably go, ooh, see, here we go. Deanne Hartman says, can't eat raw fish. Understand that raw fish here on the Pacific Ocean is very different than sushi in Wisconsin or Ohio or anything like that. Very different. Like the first time I went to go see my son who lives in Hawaii, and I had fresh ahi, which is caught right off of the shores of Maui. Oh my gosh, it was the best. Bridget, you like sushi too? It is hard to find sushi in the desert. It was a place in Scottsdale that would have the seafood flown in every single day, and it was really good, but it was hard to find good sushi when we lived in the desert. In fact, it was like my trade-off was the amazing, authentic Mexican food was my trade-in to not having good sushi for 4 years when we lived there. Susan says, in the past hour, I've purchased ties and the Creative Grid. And the Creative Grids template. Believe it or not, I have yet to sew a mask. Oh, Deanne, you lived here and you still can't do it? Girl, maybe you went to the wrong place. But I will say that if you have tried it and it wasn't your thing, then it really isn't going to be your thing. But I tried it as a teenager and it was definitely my thing. Okay, let's see if she's done. This one would match my shirt. It has navy in it. It's okay, buddy. All right, what do you think? So cute. Make these smaller. Let's see. There we go. Love it. 3 masks. That's not bad. All right, friends. It's 4:55. I need to wrap things up before they kick me off. As always, thank you so much for joining me. You are all delightful, and I love getting to know you better and chatting with you on our Friday Sip and Sews. Monday, I will be back on for Ask the Doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about yet, but I'll post about it on Monday. I'll see what kind of questions come in through social media this weekend. If you'd like me to address anything, please feel free to email me at info@featherweightdoctor.com. Thank you so much for all of my UK folks who stayed up past their bedtimes so that we could chat. That's amazing. Someday I'll get over the pond and maybe we can meet in person. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to hanging out with you next week. Have a great weekend. If you haven't already, like this video. Feel free to share it. It's important for my business to get seen more on social media. So feel free to do that. We'll talk to you.